Hey guys, I made a terrible decision buying these glasses. That's right, these are glasses. They're not like the cheap, crappy blue plastic glasses that they appear to be. They're prescription glasses. And I can see amazingly in them, but everything is blue. And they're sunglasses, so that's cool. But you can still see through them. So, like, I can't use them to, like, stare at some jubblies. So, that's cool, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to vlog today about the YouTube crap, because everybody's vlogging about the YouTube stuff. So, kind of going to go over three, well, I'm not going to count, because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I want to make it structured. So, the structure is going to go like this. Here's what's happening. Here's how it's affecting me, and here's how the future of it's going to go. And then I'm going to play some devil's advocate, which in this case is YouTube. So, first off, basically, this is the simplest way to put it. YouTube made a button, and this button, when they pushed it on Monday, instantly went through and started flagging videos that had any kind of copyrighted anything in them. It could be copyrighted video content, audio content, music, and audio and music are separate. And that started hitting a lot of channels. Specifically, it hit channels that are affiliates, which is another word for being crapped on by networks. And this has even happened on some big channels, like, I know it happened to Angry Joe, and he got very angry. It happened to Nerd Cubed, happened to, I'm not sure who else, but it didn't happen to people who are managed, aka channels that networks care about. So basically, affiliated, your network doesn't care about you, is the way that it feels. I'm going to go into that more in a second. And managed, your network cares about you. Now, the reason that they had to do something like this is because, or the reason that it's split up between the affiliates and the managed, is because networks don't have enough employees or enough resources to defend all these content claims that could happen against you. They don't make enough money, basically, and I'm not for sure how they did this, but if they don't make enough money from your channel to be able to hire lawyers and defend you in the, in the event that they need to, then they're probably not going to bother defending you. Now, that's kind of hard to believe with somebody like Angry Joe or Nerd Cubed, who we know makes a living off YouTube. It's not just something they do for fun. And somehow the networks aren't making enough money off them as it is. But they kind of get crapped on. Now, this is something that could change over time. I think that it's the brunt of it right now because it's a new thing and it's going to blow over, or at least become more streamlined. But what's odd to me is it seems like the easiest solution would have been for YouTube, instead of making one content ID button, would be to make several buttons for every copyright holder, because they already have them split up into different companies, because that's what comes up. You'll get a copyright claim and it'll say this has been claimed by Nintendo or Square or whoever. So they already have that separated. So what they should have done is they should have made a button for each of those copyright holders and then mailed those buttons, because in my head they're real buttons, mailed those buttons to the copyright holders and said, hey, this button will sweep YouTube of all the videos that you own the copyright for and flag them so you can track them easier. And then we wouldn't have some of the problems we're having right now, where YouTube is making claims come up on channels that, the publisher or developer, whoever owns the copyright for the game, has no problem with the video going up. But YouTube, because they hit the big button that wipes out everything, people are getting attacked whenever the developers are like, what's going on? Like Blizzard came out and said, if this is happening to you, dispute it because we didn't do it. Now, how is this affecting me? It hasn't affected me at all. Now, looking at the games that I've done, I don't know if it has to do with the fact that, my massive scores are very short clips. I think the longest clip was maybe 45 or 50 seconds was the longest one. They're all very, very short, and I'm talking over all of them, so audio can't match usually. So maybe that's why. I have no idea, but I've been hit with nothing. I just realized my glasses match my shirt. Anyway, so that's how it's affecting me, is that it's not. Now, it still could, because I know that a lot of people have been saying that claims have been coming up as it goes along. Like, it wasn't just Monday. Monday is when YouTube hit the button, and it's taking time to sweep everything, because there's, trillions of hours of content on YouTube. Now, like I said, the way it's going to be in the future, it might be easier to deal with. It might go over, more quickly. You might be able to dispute things easier, like content, copyright holders may actually be able to control it more, like they should have been able to before YouTube turned this thing on. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate, which in this case is YouTube. I feel like I get why they did this. Because basically, there's, to them, and probably to a lot of copyright holders, specifically people who own copyrights to like movies, TV shows, music, the way that YouTube saw it was they can either be on the side of people from, all the way down here where I am, all the way up to, Angry Joe or NerdCube or whoever. They can be on our side, which a lot of people think they should have been on our side because people that make content are the ones that have made YouTube their billions. Or you can be on the side of copyright holders, like record labels, publishers, whatever. So they're like, we have to be on one of these sides. Now, they chose the copyright holders side because they're bigger. Even the biggest YouTube channel, PewDiePie or Smosh or whoever, even somebody that big doesn't have the kind of resources or pull that even a small, record label does. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe not that bad. But the point is that they have to pick a side. And so what they did was they got kind of overzealous, decided to make a system that would flag everything that could possibly, have something copyrighted in it, in their system, and just started flagging everything. And they probably sent an email. There's probably all these internal emails going to publishers and copyright holders saying, hey, we're taking actions against people that have violated your copyright, and we're doing everything we can to protect your brand and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so I get what they're doing. They just went about it completely wrong. Like I said, they should have given each copyright holder the ability to sweep videos instead of just doing it themselves. Seems like they could have done that. Especially, like I said, it's already split up into the different copyright holders. And the other big thing is they should have given us more warning about how it was going to happen. They've talked about, or everyone's been talking about for months, that copyright and content matching and all that stuff was going to be revamped and it was going to be more aggressive. But the fact that it happened when it did, and the fact that so many people are getting screwed over by it, that tells you that YouTube didn't give us enough, warning that it was going to happen. So basically, I hope I don't get anything flagged. I hope it gets smoothed over. There's even YouTube people that I don't particularly like, or don't enjoy, or think are stupid, that this kind of stuff hit, but I want it to get sorted out for them too. Now, this is probably the part that'll make some people mad, but I just wanted to say this because I feel like it needs to be said. If you make a living off YouTube, or want to, or plan to, I feel like, depending on the kind of content that you create, you shouldn't expect that to be the career for your life. If you start making YouTube videos of you and your friend playing a video game, and that's all you do, you just make Let's Plays, you don't do anything that original, you might like sell shirts or something, but you don't really create anything that's completely yours. You're just talking over somebody else's stuff. Or if you're just making vlogs, like people that just make vlogs, like what I'm, half of what I do, I feel like you should have some kind of backup plan. Definitely. You should have like another career to fall back on. And you should probably have some savings. Like, I watched Angry Joe's rant, and I get that it has to be super frustrating, especially that his most popular videos seem to be the one that got flagged. But it should also be one of those things that he should have expected something like this to happen at some point, so he could have some savings, so he wouldn't be screwed if it takes a couple of months to sort all this out. Like, if he's literally just gonna be broke for a couple of months, then that's just, it sucks, but you should plan ahead. But I feel like that's something that should happen anytime. Whether you're working at, whether you're doing YouTube videos or any other kind of career, you should have a contingency plan, because you never know what's going to happen in any kind of career or anything in your life or whatever. So, yeah, it sucks, but I don't know. I think everybody will be okay as soon as things start getting sorted out. I feel like we're in content match beta. Can you see me in my own reflection? Oh, you can. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I feel like I didn't actually contribute anything original to the video. To the discussion that's already been on YouTube. But everyone should talk about my button idea, because YouTube should have sent everybody buttons. And, thank you guys for watching and subscribing and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna put on my glasses that aren't blue now, because I'm gonna go watch The Hobbit. So, yeah, talk to you guys later.